Hey there, I hope you remember this Aiden board. Okay, we're going to use it tonight with the club transfer for this month. Okay, so I'm just spraying it with water. I used it last month. So, and I have my paste scraper here. Let me see if I can, I don't know why my video's not popping right up. There it is. Oh, maybe not. Yikes, am I here? I don't know where I'm at. Hi Karen, I see you commenting, but I don't know why I can't see it. Here I am. I don't know what's up with that. Anywho, I'm just using my paste scraper to get the big, chunkier bits of paste off, okay? And then we're gonna come back with a board eraser. So this tool is super helpful to get the main bits of paste off. See how much that was? So that I'm not clogging up my board eraser with all that. Hi Joni, hi Sandra, hey Brenda, hi Stephanie, hey Laura, hey Lisa. So if you're not a member of my club yet, you can comment club. You'll get the link that you can sign up. For my club, it's the best one in town, I'm telling you. And get this transfer. What a wonderful world. And I can tell you, next month's transfer is going to be great too. So I've already seen it, and it is gorgeous. As always, every month they seem to come out with better and better ones. And once this month is over, you can't get this transfer anymore. So if you want it, you got to grab it. Hi, Deborah. I did have a good Monday. Thank you. Our house guests took off this morning early. And then they're going to be back, I don't know, in like a week or so, a week and a half, on their way back to Texas. So it was really nice to get to visit with them. They actually stayed one more day, which was great because I love spending time with them. All right, so I'm just using a board eraser. This is basically just a magic eraser without chemicals. If you do not have a board eraser, you definitely need a set. They're super cheap. I think they're like $3.99 for a pack of 2 of them. I'm just cleaning the rest of that up with a baby wipe. And then I'm going to use the microfiber side of my pheasant cloth to dry that really well. And voila. You can't even tell that there was something on here before. Hi Marsha, welcome. Hey Mom, hi Stacy. Alright, so I'm going to dry this thing off. You can also remove this entire chalkboard, okay, if you need to clean it better. I can see some paste remnants underneath it, but you can't see it from straight on, so I'm going to just leave it alone for now, okay? Anywho, this is a magnetic board too, by the way, which I love. You can do all kinds of fun stuff with magnets on it. I am going to fuzz this once or twice. Hi Diane, welcome. So by the way, if you are not my club member yet, and you're thinking about joining, I do give my club members a discount on product that they buy for me. So if you were considering it and you're on the fence, maybe that will change your mind and get you to join with us. Okay, hold on. I have another, something underneath here that I need. I love my detail tool. There it is. Look at that. It's like some kind of, I don't know what, but I could feel it under there, causing a bubble. Okay. Alright. So yeah, you can comment the word club to get all the information and the link where you can sign up if you want to, okay? Alright. So I'm going to use some simple colors tonight. We're just going to use bright white and eucalyptus. If I can open this. I don't know why this jar is, every time it's so hard to open. And eucalyptus, I believe eucalyptus is one of the colors of the month this month. All right, so I'm gonna do everything in white, and then we're gonna do the greenery with eucalyptus. So I'm gonna try and do paste and peel so I don't let this dry out. So I'm gonna do sections at a time. Basically, I'll do one section and then I will pull it up and then move on to the next. And that's gonna keep me from having dried paste in my transfer, which will just pull up whenever I pull up this transfer, okay? So you want to think about that whenever you're using matte paste, especially. It's really bad with matte paste because it dries so quickly. I do have the heater on in here, and it's blowing pretty heavy right now, so it's probably going to dry even faster than normal. So I'm going to try and hurry up. All right, here we go. Now, I'm gonna just pull it up to the point that I stopped, okay? And then I'm gonna just lightly set that back down and press down where I pulled it up a little bit here. Alright. Crap, I shouldn't have gone all the way down there, but might as well just get this part too, and then I'll pull up to there. I shouldn't have done that. I went a little too low, but now I've committed to it, so that's all right. All right, and then I'm gonna come back with my eucalyptus over here. And remember, you can use chalk paste and ink on basically any surface. I don't know if y'all recall, but at the beginning of the month, I used a piece of glass on a frame. You can literally use any single surface that you want. Everything I see, I look at in surfaces now, right? Even signs that are already finished, like in stores, I'll be walking through Ross or TJ Maxx or Home Goods, and I'll see something on sale and think, okay, I can take that and make it whatever I want it to be. And that's when I stock up on surfaces. And then I just repaint them and use them for something completely different from what they were. The people at the stores are probably thinking like, oh man, why is this lady buying this very strange sign? But I buy them. And sometimes in multiples. If it's a good size, I'll buy several of the same one and use it for different things. Alright. Okay. Now, ooh, I have a bit of a... Alright, so I do have a little bit of a problem over here, okay? That, I don't really know what happened. I must not have that sealed at all to the board, but that is okay. We can totally fix something like that. Easy, easy. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a baby wipe. It is still wet, so that makes it a lot easier. I'm gonna show you exactly how I'm gonna fix this. That's why I love a good chalkboard, because there are not mistakes that can't be fixed. And then, here's the other thing I'm going to do. So I'm going to move that over here for a second. And then, okay, Marcia, I have meetings tomorrow most of the day, but if you send me your phone number, I can give you a call whenever I get off work tomorrow. All right, I'm going to spray this with water. This is just plain water in here. Nothing special. I'm going to use my board eraser, and we're going to clean this entire thing, okay? So we'll clean the front. And then I sometimes like to, on the front only, not on the sticky side, okay? Take a baby wipe. Whenever I'm cleaning it like this and not at a sink, I will get that extra paste off of here with the baby wipe, okay? That kind of helps me. All right, and then I'm gonna flip it and I'm gonna do the same thing on this side, okay? Spray it down with water and get my other side of my board eraser wet. And, well, that one's lost forever, so I have a new board eraser, thank God. I just brought a 2-pack over here. It just rolled right away. All right. Okay, now it is sopping wet. Okay, so this is the microfiber side of my fuzzing cloth. I'm going to take that and I'm going to dry off the sticky side. Okay. And remember, if you're using a sink, you can just let it dry overnight. Unless if you're reusing it right away, then you can dry it with the microfiber side of your fuzzing cloth. Don't dry it with the other side, because it's going to end up leaving a bunch of fuzzy stuff on there. And you want it to be as sticky as possible, okay? All right. Now this thing's pretty well dried. So now what I want to do is I cleaned up that one spot on my board. So let me just switch this back out. I've got everything else looking okay on here. There's like one other little spot, and this thing, if you have the artist tool set, has a really great little tool on it. Oops. Like a little eraser tip that you can use just like that and clean up little spots, and it works awesome on a chalkboard. Okay. So if you don't have an artist tool set yet, these things are great. Now, I don't really usually advise to use this eraser on anything but a chalkboard. I think it's meant to be used on a chalkboard. I've tried to use it like on a piece of wood before, and it didn't work great. It actually left a little bit of a smudge on there, a black smudge, okay? So now that I have that done, and I want to make sure that I'm really, really dry. Okay, hi Lori, hi Joanne. I actually think I want to fix this one down here too, maybe. This is already dry, but I'm going to go ahead. This one seems a little smudged too. I don't know what I did here. I did notice that I had some, like, I don't know, something stuck on the back of my transfer. So it must have been messing up my seal on these leaves. But that's okay. Nothing that we can't repair. And if the rest of your design is still good, then just leave it down, okay? There's no reason you can't use it if it still looks fine. All right. And then I'm gonna just dry it, make sure that spot is dried up. Then all my paste is dry everywhere else. Because I want to set this transfer right back down over the top. Hi, Alma, how are ya? All right. Yeah, I love it too. And every time I read it in my head, I sing it in my head. I love this transfer. Okay, so I am going to fuzz this again because remember, I just cleaned it, so I removed all of the lint off of it. And then I'm going to just take it and I'm going to line it back up with my design. And then I'm not going to push down on my design part. I'm going to push down only where the leaves are, because that's the only place that I need to fix, okay? But if I saw a spot that was like one of the letters didn't come through all the way or something like that, then I would push it down back over that letter and I would go over it again, okay? And then I'm gonna try and do this fast. So now if you really feel like you screwed it up bad, you can always take the whole thing off and try again, okay? That's the beauty of a chalkboard. It's not gonna hurt it to try it again. But I love this design. It is so pretty. It reminds me of the mountains. And I do see I've got a little bit of a issue right here. Now the detail tool has a really cool, the poking tool is great too, because you can just take that and kind of chip up any of the paste that's dried on there. Okay, so if you love this, you want to sign up for club, comment the word club, and I'll send you a message with all of the information, okay? Y'all have a wonderful night tonight. I will see you tomorrow. Oh no, that happens at my mom's mail person does that too. I'm so sorry, Pam. They usually recommend that you take it and put it underneath like a heavy book and it'll flatten itself back out, hopefully. If the transfer is messed up, you can send me a picture and I'll see if I can submit it for you. But usually they just tell you to try and unbend it. I'm really sorry that happened, though. Anyways, y'all have a wonderful evening. I will see you tomorrow night. Marsha, send me a message, okay? We'll talk later.